In the last episode, I was telling you about how things started to move fast between us, how I started to get comfortable, but there were still signs that I was moving too quickly. So I blocked him. And then he had a Jamaican national treasure, I like to call this person, call me. I couldn't believe it. And I didn't want to tell this person no. This person was telling me, oh, yeah, you have to call him, this and that. Am I go mad? You know, stuff that's said about situations like this. Saying I need to call him and give him another chance and this and that. And I didn't want to tell this person who I love, respect, and adore. I didn't want to tell this person no. So I unblocked, left the phone open for him to call me. And he did. He called. He called me, we talked, just like that. He was back in my life. In about January 2023, I went to Jamaica again. My brother, I was meeting my brother there, so I was like, okay, let me go to Jamaica too. But I flew into Kingston so that my husband could pick me up again. At that time, he was, I don't know, we were still friends, kind of together. I don't know what it was at that time. We were cool. But he came pick me up from the airport. He was 10 minutes late. I did not like that. I was pissed. Because if you go to the airport, you know people are out there calling to you, asking if you're all right, if you need a ride, this and that, Rasta, pretty girl, all of the stuff like I was angry. I was like, yo, I can't believe this man is late. 10 minutes late is a lot of time in Jamaica at the airport. So anyway, he took me straight to the Jamaican National Treasure's house. And I met the person and I was just like, I melted, so I was good. I wasn't mad anymore. I was happy. Like, oh my God, I can't believe I met this person. So I met the person, we talked a little bit, and he and we ended up leaving. We went to his house, we spent the night there, and got up very early the next morning, probably like 5 o'clock. It was probably 4 something, 5 o'clock in the morning, to drive to my dad's house. That was a mission. My dad lives on a mountain, and it was like a 3-hour drive. So we went there, and my dad surprised us. He bought up. My brother was there too. My brother was already there. My brother had probably been there like 2 weeks already. My dad and my brother, they bought like, I don't know, 15 red snappers, and we went up to my dad's place. The men, they cooked. They seasoned the fish. They cleaned the fish, seasoned the fish. This is the first time that I'm introducing this guy to my dad. That's Chris. That's my dad, my beloved father.
Hi, baby.
What's up, Black? Dad, you know my whole life, when I used to see my mom doing this, I used to be like, Lord, please don't make me ever have to clean fish. So that kind of made things a little bit serious because I'm like, why would he be meeting my dad? Like, why am I taking him to meet my dad? But the vibes was just right. You know, we went up there. He met my dad. Allegedly, my dad told him, make sure you take care of my daughter. I don't know that to be true. Anyway, my dad said that. And again, so they seasoned the fish, stuffed it with callaloo, and wrapped them tight in some foil and put them on top of the fire to roast, right? Vibes, music playing. We were all there. We laughing, joking, carrying on, bonding, right? He seemed like he just fit in. He just fit in. Okay, he just fit in. He was cool. My brother is very easy to get along with. The second one, very easy to get along with. Vibesy, all the things. So that was easy for him to just fit in, and we talked, like I said, and laughed and joked and carried on. So nothing. We were fine. That was in January. Then February, I had a girls' cousin trip with my cousins, and we stayed in St. Mary. So again, I flew into what I flew into? No, I flew into Montego Bay this time. I flew into Montego Bay, and my boyfriend came to see me. We stayed in St. Mary at this Airbnb in St. Mary, all of us. So
Oh, it's a video.
Different.
It's always a video. Come on.
Clearly. He came to see me at nights. Yes, it was a girls trip, but he came at night. He wasn't there with us all day. Anyway, the point is, he came to see me. He brought me money, food, fruits. Like, he brought us stuff to the house. Even came the next day with his friend, who drove us up and down. You know, different places, different clubs, stuff like that. So it was cool. Left Jamaica, went back home. So that was February, right? Didn't see him again until like December when he came up to Florida. So between February and December, the communication was off and on. Sometimes he would tell me, "Oh, he don't have no signal," or "This person in the hospital, he got to go to the hospital. He got to do this. He got to do that." And it was no bad vibes, but just the communication had just dwindled. It just dwindled down, and I was just over it. Like I said, it was nothing bad. It was just we didn't do a good job of staying in communication between February and December, because December, though, he came up and he didn't stay with me. He stayed at an Airbnb with some of his teammates. Okay. I saw him, though. We were cool. I went to the one of the sporting events, and it just, like, okay, I was over it. So this time when I took him to the airport, I thought this was going to be the last time that I would see him, because again, in my mind, I was just like, I was over it. I took him to the airport, and I took a video of him while he was walking in. And something just in that moment was just like, yeah, this is it. Like, it's over. It wasn't over. I had already decided that he wasn't for me, but then he called me again on his birthday. The lesson. Walking away isn't the hard part. Staying gone is. Okay? If you've ever been done, but not all the way done, then you'll understand what happens next.